I'm recording this reflection outside on a particularly blustery, windy day, which is entirely appropriate because this Sunday is the feast of Pentecost, the birthday of the Church. And the way in which the story of the birthday of the Church is told in the Acts of the Apostles is with an exuberant manifestation of power in the way the Spirit works. The apostles are locked away in an upstairs room, fearful of being arrested like Jesus had been arrested. And suddenly they experience the violent rushing wind. They see flames resting on their heads. They're able to speak in different languages and yet understand each other. And they're driven out into the streets where they're so exuberant that everyone else thinks they're drunk. Whenever I hear that story read again every year, I once again revisit my own feelings of being discomforted and somehow feeling slightly inadequate, because I am one of those sorts of people who doesn't find unrestrained behaviour in worship or anything else particularly easy. I'm not one of those kind of Christians who likes the sort of sweaty, packed together, dancing around, waving your arms worship particularly accessible to me. I'm much more at home, as I think everyone knows, in more quiet forms of worship. And I don't think it's just because I'm middle-aged. I've always been like that. I've always been far more going to a concert rather than a rave, always far more Purcell than Portishead. But maybe being shaken out of my comfort zone is precisely what it's all about. The Spirit's working is meant to make me feel somewhat uncomfortable, because she invites me, in the way in which she manifests herself in my inner being, to be prepared to be renewed and to change, to be made different from how I was. That's what happens to the apostles. It's what I'm invited to become every year when I join in again the renewal of my service and of the Church's new birthday. In the same way that those sisters and brothers who do enjoy unrestrained, exuberant forms of worship may also themselves be being invited to find the work of the Spirit in stillness and silence and meditation and calm and quiet. Because the manifestation of the Holy Spirit is infinitely varied. There are enough ways in which the Spirit works in the human spirit that all of us find ourselves comforted, consoled, advocated for, but also prompted, moved beyond our places of being trapped or constrained or too comfortable. So Pentecost is renewing, life-giving, and slightly uncomfortable. A very happy, if slightly uncomfortable Pentecost to you.